Well, as I say, golf is an illusion. So how is it an illusion? I'll show you. Just got done a lesson with a young man that was struggling with the tee shot. And he was saying I could hit my irons good, but I couldn't hit my woods that good. And to tell you the truth, it's not really explained that great out there. So first of all, you got to look at what the difference is, and I'll use some of these rods here just to crudely show you what I'm talking about. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm taking an address position for a driver, an iron. You can see that two different positions. So he wasn't really quite sure why he was hitting them wrong or right. And I said, well, I'll give you a couple exercises that'll give you the feel. And also, too, is that he's a visual guy like I am. So it's like, yeah, how you doing? How you doing? So what it is that I want him to feel what I feel, and what great drivers feel that are accurate is that they trust what their body is doing. So what he was doing is really what he's doing in the irons. Hit down on it. That's a very ironish swing. We know that with the driver and our hands being down here, it's more of in the baseball area. Irons up in this area. You can see the difference of what we're trying to achieve at the angle. So he was topping the ball, falling back, a variety of things everybody does, because your brain, a golf brain, we all have one. I think I took a test and I got my golf brain 700, just like the SATs, there you go. So really what it is that he wants to be able to understand the difference. The driver is completely different. So I recommend this drill here. Take your driver, I'm just taking this with the rod, with the golf ball with a hole drilled in it, and it's super glued. Take a golf ball position, but then swing all the way around and bring it out to here so the camera can see it. What you're going to do is you're not going to be doing this to square this club up anymore, okay? You're going to get rid of that. That's not very powerful. If I tell you, I'm going to slap you this way, okay? Or if I take my hand and I turn it to where I'm like this, hitting you with the back. So I'll just take the club, turn it back, and I hit you like this. It's going to be a lot harder. We're going to be working on that. So I told him to do that for 10, 15 minutes and keep that face wide open. Just feel that concept. Then I told him to lower it down to here. Feel that concept. But then he got a little steep again because the body wants to take over and hits it. Want to hit it, and then it'll bail out a little bit, and whatever. So I told him to take his driver and put it on the side like this. What I want him to do is to just swing it. And swing it. And start to feel that circular motion as I work around, and notice that the palm up. I'm not in this position because that's for an ironish and a lot other, but for this, it's required for me to end up palm up. So you can see that if I stand here, I feel like I'm throwing the club out. I'm doing this to hit the ball anymore. What I'm doing is feeling that that heel is just turning over as I start to rotate. And I repeat, just rotate and support that like a hammer thrower. I'm not going to let go here. The fans are going to be going, what's going on here in the Olympics? They always get to here, get out of the way of themselves, and then throw it. So this is just to show you the path of the driver. And notice where it's coming from. Notice where it's coming from. And just his left arm gets thrown off of the body. Off of the body. It doesn't get stiff with the shoulder. It goes down, and then he couldn't get that. So I gave him the other drill. The hammer. Can't touch this. Not that hammer. This hammer. He was doing this. I told him to copy what I'm doing. And he went like this. And it does feel powerful. But I want you to look as I'm doing this at what end of this stick is pointing at. Okay? Look where it's pointing at. That's pointing at. Lots of difference. From here, stiff arm, all shoulder, shoulder on the golf club, shoulder on the golf club. You gotta relax that lever. Relax that lever and see that it just falls. And that's the confidence of letting that club release. Ball's already gone. Ball's already gone. Ball's already gone. And I have this over here. I don't know if you can see that. This is one thing we finished up at. I told him to get over to here, and I want you to turn, get to here. I want you to go out there and try to hit that guy. And hit that guy. And hit that guy. 2 swings later. Bam. My brain made an adjustment. For me to get my arms long, I need to counterbalance the weight working in the other direction. Not already being here and then trying to save myself. So really, it's not that hard to realize why he was getting too steep. That's deep. Slight to the right, depth to the left. So I just figured I'd come on out and just show you a couple things. And it's a drill that I call the egg drill also. Take an egg, put it in your hand. I just take it here, through support that there, and end up with the egg there. So you can kind of see if I put it out here, just go into here, and I'm just working back to here and deliver it back. It's the same thing. Try this when you hit some pitching wedges, okay? Like around the green, 9-iron-ish. Take that baby like this, see that logo, and then boom, turn that baby down. We're not doing this anymore, okay? We're not doing this anymore. I can't even do that like both hands, forget it. But I sure as heck can do this. This is not working, but I sure as heck can do that pretty much all the time instead of trying to do this on the way by. So, remember, the egg drill. Doing this with your hands. This is done. We're going to be there. There. Boom. Boom. Play basketball. It's like taking a basketball and bouncing it. Boom. We're just doing that motion. That motion right there. Throwing it and putting pressure down. Boom. Boom. Want to go out to the right and bring it back. Boom. Want to hit a nice fade. Boom. You know where it's at. You have to hit the golf ball doing the windmill drill. The golf ball's right here. Don't want to hit it. A lot of people do this and stop and try to hit it. I want this. Whack. Right there. Whack. That ball's gone. I just simulate that. Boom. My drill was his left shoulder is allergic to this club head. And as soon as it starts to come down, it gets out of the way. If it stays here, get out. It's almost like hitting a tennis racket and here's a lob shot coming over the net. And the analogy of it's a tennis game. And that's around the world. like that high sometimes, it is high. So it depends on what I'm going to do with the racket. When I do this with the racket, no. I would do this with the racket. Do some top spin. Nice little forehand. Boom. What are they doing? Boom. You don't see them do this. Bang, 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 bang. Or what? It's boom. It's like a parade wave. Boom. Everybody thinks it's this. That's not very strong and it's hurt. If I throw like a girl, now what? Boom. Throw that baby out there. Throw that baby out there. Not little girl. So remember my tip. Tennis is a pretty good game too. Well, give my regards to the slicers. And remember the drill. Egg in the hand. Just pour it through. Your body's going to have to get out of the way just a little bit beforehand. So the hand is really doing support roll. Bam. Bam. Till next time.